Kelham Hall, 18th century Gothic revival mansion house.
Fantastic. Imagine having to paint that ceiling.
Well, also, imagine if that was your fireplace. The road to hell is smooth, so that would excuse all of our terrible roads in this country, I believe.
Did you know, interesting fact, King Charles I, you know, the really, really naughty one.
Yeah, the one that had his head chopped off.
That's it, yeah. Well, before that happened, he was actually brought to Kelham Hall.
Okay.
And he was kept prisoner here. And
Okay.
funnily enough, there's a path down there they call the King's Walk, and that's where he used to pace to pass the time.
A nice place
There
to
it
be
is.
imprisoned, I would imagine. Ah,
Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
okay, thank you.
I'm just fixing you a beverage.
Sure.
I'm here to offer you something a bit more fun to do than walking around a mansion all day.
I see.
Interested?
Maybe.
I'm a bit worried. Should I be worried?
Follow me.
French hot hatches.
The best in the business.
Absolutely fantastic. If the French can do one thing right, it's hot hatches.
They can do many things right, but
bread.
yeah, hot hatches is
Cheese.
definitely one of the great things that they can do.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this thing, it's GT Turbo, 5 GT Turbo I should say. Off-centre Renault badge,
Love that.
Fantastic, really cool. Yellow French fog lights,
Love that.
really befitting of a hot hatch. Absolutely awesome. Go around here, wheel up. The sticker down the side just in case you forget what you're driving.
Nice little
5
flourish.
GT Turbo. Got French sounding doors,
Yeah.
bit flexy as well.
Yeah, lightweight.
And then we got these dinky little wheels for a tiny little car.
Little 13 inches, and also a nice bit of sidewall here, meaning it'll ride properly.
That's right, that's right. There's nothing more important. And then, of course, flared wheel arches.
Very
That's
80s.
just cool. Tell us about that one.
This is the R26R. This is the apex of the hot hatch breed. This is as hardcore as it gets. This is basically like a backwards 911 GT3.
Can't
So
go
what we
wrong.
have is a carbon fibre bonnet. Underneath here there's no engine cover for extra lightness, of course. There's even a full roll cage in there, so no back
Cool.
seats.
So cool.
And it
Unique.
was, of course, the Nürburgring record holder.
Of course it was, yeah. Held it for a little while, didn't it?
I believe so. Started the power war for front-wheel drive cars.
That's right. What on earth is he doing?
Gentlemen,
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Is this a gift or a burden? I mean,
Tim is baby.
Tim's
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Ooh.
Baby carriers, okay, cool. Great,
Okay.
all right then. Okay, bye then, take care, see you then. Cheers then, bye then, bye. Bye then,
You're just leaving this here for us.
drive safe. Okay, bye.
Surprise, yeah, surprise, sure, okay. Hot hatches are meant to be family cars.
Yes.
Quick. Today you will each have a baby to prove this concept. Below is a list of essential items you will need to take care of your baby. Your first challenge is to safely put your baby in the car and get to the shops. Good luck. Tim? No. Tim? Tim, no. Right, I'll get there quicker in there, okay?
There we go, my lovely. In you go. He's got us 3, 4, 5, maybe even an 8 points race harness to contend with.
Racing harness, baby. How does that even work? Okay. Right. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Hey!
God. Right, let's put baby in first. Nice and safe. They are, Babby. Right, come like that round there. It's safe in there. I mean, is that? Yeah. Okay. You'll. Okay. That's safe. Oh my God. Right, Tim. No.
See you
I'm gonna
later.
need the shopping list, mate.
Take care.
No.
All the best. Bye then.
Ridiculous. That's fine. Yes. Right. Okay. And then safe. Don't worry about that. Right.
So, while Aaron continues to not put a baby seat in his backwards 911 GT3, let's have a little talk about what we have here. So, this is a Renault 5 GT Turbo Phase 2. This is an improved version of the earlier GT Turbo. That one had about 115 brake horsepower, this one had 120. This was achieved through a water-cooled turbo and a higher red line. And that's about where the technology ended. This car is fueled by a carburettor, not electronic fuel injection. It has 8, not 16 valves, which sit atop an iron, not aluminium block. And by the way, the engine dates back to the 60s. And boy, oh boy, you do not want to have a crash in this car. If you're old enough to say that you could have bought one of these when they were new, then you'd probably be familiar with the cliche that these cars, along with their Peugeot and VW counterparts, killed the sports car. I think that's a bit wrong though. I think we can go down a slightly different path, which is that what happened is this changed the form of the sports car. So it democratised it. You no longer had to keep it as a second car or have a particularly self-indulgent life. For my age group, in the late 90s, this car popularised tuning and modifying cars. It was part of the max power scene. These days, it's a modern classic, one that you can afford to get actually, and you should, because they are gaining in value at the moment. And also, you can use it every day, unlike that Megane, which is a weapon, by the way. It's the apex of its breed, but you can't really use it every day. And that's kind of the point, don't you think?
Well, it turns out a 5-point racing harness and a bucket seat isn't a good fit for a baby seat. In 2008, when this car was born, Renault's Renault Sport division tried something a little bit different. They didn't create anything new, but rather they stripped 123 kilos of weight from their existing R26, which was already a sizzling hot hatch. Yes! Yes, Megane! That's what the 2 R's are for, R26R. Renault removed the radio, the rear passenger seats, the passenger airbag. They added a carbon fibre bonnet, a titanium exhaust and plexiglass in the rear. They threw in the short shifter and the roll cage as well. But power and torque, they remained exactly the same as in the original R26. But the newfound lightness in this thing transformed it for the better. So a little after the conception of this car, Renault proved that they could do more with less when this car set a front-wheel drive lap record at the Nürburgring of 8 minutes, 16.9 seconds. To put that into perspective, that's just as quick as a Cayman S at the time. I mean, yeah, it's most at home on a track, obviously. However, it is far from the worst experience I've ever had on the road. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Could I live with one? No, probably not. But as an experience, what more do you want? It's a fantastic machine. This thing will go down in motoring history as a legend, no doubt about it. It was the king of the ring. It's Tim. Right, I've got to get parked, Let's stop through. I'm going to get in there by the 5. Oh, I should have blocked this driver's door, shouldn't I?
Hi, how's it going, alright? See that? That's Isabella Kingdom Brunel, by the way, reading Totality and Infinity by Emmanuel Levinas. That's one of the great philosophical tracks of the 20th century. Mastered it in a week. She told me it was all wrong. To be honest, I don't really understand it. See that? Driving the Renault 5 Turb. Absolutely loves it, better driving than me. See that? Doing some maintenance on the Turb. needs it. I mean, it's a Renault. I mean, it does need it, you know, a little bit, but it's... Right, this baby, Isabella Kingdom Brunel, she's bound for great things.
Thank you. Right, have a good one. Right then, win for me, I think.
I'm unsure how you figured that out. I've got
Big
here
boot.
much closer.
Oh,
That seems a bit rude.
it's a bottle. It's got a message. There you go. Yeah,
Oh
nice
no,
and
this is
gentle.
a monkey
Gently
trap.
does it.
It's a monkey trap. How have you done this?
Ready? Look at that. Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's all rolled up like a scroll.
Mysterious.
Hiya! The internet says that the inside of a moving car is a lot like the safe, warm and quiet environment inside the womb. The sound and vibration of a moving car's engine creates a similar sound that helps your baby relax.
Well, that doesn't.
How similar to a mother's womb are your cars?
Not very.
They have been fitted with a seismometer and a decibel meter to find out.
Oh dear.
Will you wake the baby?
Yes.
I think I might be
Yes.
all right,
I
actually.
don't think the baby's going to get to sleep. We'll give it a go. Don't underestimate the Megane, Tim, because, you know, you never know. You
Yeah,
never
I mean,
know.
it's not done very well so
Although
far.
I think
has it?
I do know.
Tell you one thing about this harness, and that is it's quite intimate.
And start.
How did it start recording?
So just press
Recording
it.
now?
Push it down.
I don't know what. Yeah.